I've covered CAQH, NPPES, PECOS, and state Medicaid enrollment on this channel. And after all of that, there's one mistake that shows up in almost every single delayed application I've ever seen. It's not a missing signature. It's not a slow payer. It's something so small, most people don't even think to check it. Today, I'm showing you exactly what it is, why it causes so much damage, and how to fix it in 15 minutes. If you're new here, I'm Jessie, and I help people navigate provider enrollment and credentialing. Let's get into it. Part 1, what the number one mistake actually is. The number one mistake that delays provider enrollment is data mismatches across systems. Your name, address, NPI, taxonomy code, and license number all have to match exactly across every system that touches your enrollment. That means matching exactly across NPPES, CAQH, your state license board, PECOS, and every individual payer's own records. Not close enough, not basically the same. Exactly. One typo can cause a total halt. A missing middle initial, an old suite number, or an outdated taxonomy code can quietly stall an application that looks completely fine to you. Part 2, why this one mistake causes so much damage. It's dangerous because it doesn't usually throw an obvious error. If you forget to attach a document, you get a clear rejection. Missing document, easy to spot, easy to fix. But a data mismatch often doesn't trigger a hard stop. Instead, it causes silent delays. The payer system flags the discrepancy internally and pauses review without always sending a clear notice explaining why. It also leads to return to provider notices weeks later. You think your application is moving, and then a month in, you get a request to clarify. You're asked to correct information you didn't even know was wrong, losing precious weeks of progress. Sometimes the enrollment goes through despite the mismatch, but then claims start bouncing. This happens because the billing system is cross-checking against a different version of your data than what's on the claim. This is why it's the number one mistake. It's invisible until it isn't, and by the time it surfaces, you've usually already lost weeks. Part 3, real examples of how this happens. Let's look at the most common versions of this mistake. A provider moves offices and updates their address in NPPES, which is great. But they forget CAQH still shows the old address. Payer pulls CAQH data, sees a mismatch against NPPES, and pauses. A taxonomy code gets updated in NPPES for a new specialty, but the old taxonomy is still listed as primary somewhere else. Or the new code hasn't been added to the payer enrollment file at all, causing immediate classification issues. A middle initial or suffix is inconsistent. John A. Smith in one system, John Smith in another. Small enough that a person barely notices. Big enough that automated payer systems flag it as a mismatch every time. A license renews with a new expiration date, but the old date is still what's on file in CAQH or with the payer. This makes it look like the license has technically expired even though it hasn't, leading to instant suspension of review. None of these are dramatic mistakes. That's exactly the point. They're easy to make and very easy to miss. Part 4, the 15-minute fix. Before you submit any application, do this simple cross-check. Pull up your NPPES record, your CAQH profile, your state license, and the specific payer's enrollment file side by side. Check these 4 fields against each other exactly. First, your legal name, including middle initials and suffixes. Then check your practice address and your primary taxonomy code. They must be character perfect. Finally, verify the license number and expiration date match exactly what is on your physical license. Fix any discrepancy at the source system first. Don't just patch it in the one place you're currently working. If your address changed, update NPPES first, then CAQH, then notify each payer separately. None of these systems automatically sync. Do this cross-check every time something changes. Build a habit of checking all 4 systems anytime a change happens. 15 minutes of checking now can save you weeks of chasing down a mystery delay later. It's the best time you'll spend on enrollment. So to recap, the number one mistake that delays provider enrollment is data mismatches across systems. It's dangerous because it's silent. Cross-check your name, address, taxonomy, and license across NPPES, CAQH, your state license, and every payer file before submitting anything. If this helped, subscribe. I'm covering the systems and mistakes that most affect provider enrollment, one video at a time. Drop a comment. Has a data mismatch ever caused a delay you didn't see coming? I want to hear it. I've covered this in more depth in my CAQH, NPPES, and PECOS videos, so check those out to see the full walkthroughs for each system. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.